wonderful. She was awfully nice. When we lost our teeth, first teeth, she always used to give us £1. And we were terribly pleased. One time, I hadn't seen her for some time. I lost 3, and I brought these 3 to show us. And she said, "Oh dear, that's very expensive." Yes, she always liked it. And directly after lunch, we lunched very late, 2 o'clock. See, it lasted. We didn't get out till after 3, long after 3. Came back and then had tea, and she had tea, actually. But she never failed to go out. I mean, sometimes people didn't like going out. I remember Balmoral once, it was sleeting, and she determined to go out. Nobody would go out, so by great joy and pride, I was about 15, I think, and I took her out, she very proud of herself. Sleeting, don't go all the time. She never minded. And they kept her so well. She wouldn't get out of the carriage, but we'd sit there, light a fire, and then she'd sit in the carriage still. She liked doing that kind of thing. I always regret that I never learned to cook at all, beyond making toffee. We never cooked, no. And we had to behave always more politely than most people and more circumspectly and behave ourselves, in fact, generally. So we were brought up strictly. Didn't see much of her that time, at all. There were a terrible lot of us all, you see. My brother and I went up on the roof of Buckingham Palace to see them pass. And of course they forgot breakfast time, they forgot to be ready. They were rushed down and put into their kilts and got ready, only just time to start. And had no breakfast. And my brother was sick on the route too. It was terrible to do. I'm so glad I was in the carriage with him. He was always very pompous looking and arrogant man. He was a very arrogant person, I think. I saw a lot of him when we lived in Germany for my brother's education. He was surrounded by sycophants. I think it's pointed. Very etiquette, very stiff. Oh, yes. And then all German, in hundreds of little courts, they were all stiff. So his was very pompous. Not when you went to lunch or anything, I mean, he was just ordinary. But anything official was very beautifully done, I must say. And he loved England. That's the amusing part. He really, I think, would like to have been an Englishman. He was very envious of England. I think that's what he disliked. Anything, our prosperity, our greatness, he wanted to be as great. I think it was a kind of envy, but he adored being in England, and he loved his grandmother. Cortege in London, that must have been a wonderful sight. So I was waiting with others at the station at Windsor. When the horses, it was very cold, and the horses, the artillery horses, had been clipped and waited there, and then they wouldn't start. They were harnessed to the hearse, and nothing in the world would make them start. So they had to take them out, and happily there was a naval brigade, I don't know what they were doing, any guard of honor, and they then took ropes and were able to draw the hearse, which it's become a habit now that the naval people draw the car. It was better, it looked beautiful. Because the artillery were furious, you could imagine. Humiliated beyond words. We take our grandmothers a battle course, don't we? Dear old thing. She nearly died of laughter. We're not amused, and you know, I'm so disappointed. I asked her, and she never said it.